And we're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And this is the Lore Together live stream, and presumably the last one
For Mass Effect 1.
for Mass Effect 1. So we want to thank you for joining us. We want to thank everybody who helped make this awesome and joined us in the chat, gave us somebody to talk to us. We just landed on the Citadel. Things went haywire, and now we're in a tunnel.
Well, not really. We're outside.
We're actually outside of... I'm sorry, we're outside of Citadel because...
We shot out an elevator wall and walked out.
We're not... See, usually when there's, dare I say, sci-fi shaft traveling, I'm used to do it being in a shaft, not outside of a shaft.
Yeah, look at that. That's ridiculous. Intimidating, but not the most intimidating Reaper we'll see in the franchise.
No. Yeah, wait until we get to the next game. Which we will, but as we told people at the end of our latest episode, which is available to patrons now, hint, hint, that we will be having at least a game in between this and Mass Effect 2.
Whoop! That was weird. It's almost like weirdly slow motion. Okay, they see something I don't, that's for sure.
Uh-oh.
That's like the worst possible spot, probably.
Tolly, figure it out. Come on, girl. You're one of our ride dies.
Get down.
Oh! We still have that on.
Still have what on?
Antithurian gas.
Oh. Well, that's not going to help us right now. That problem's been handled.
Shows you how often we use grenades.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'd like to say if there's any people returning in the chat, just let us know what your favorite moment was watching this. Have one thanks us tunnels. Hashtag tube life. Generality goes, another day, another fight in an industrial corridor.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Keeping it cool over there, Mystic, aren't you?
Well, considering I almost died, actually.
We're not here for death. Oh, jeez.
Pew pew gun.
Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Nothing beats the gun in Borderlands 2 that literally... Ah! Literally. Just mobster gun sounds. That was my favorite. Every time. That's a game we haven't covered yet, Borderlands, and that's got some crazy lore.
It's on my list, but I'm also just not
Excited by it?
not excited by it. Yeah.
Okay. Generally, it's like, wow, those shields don't do much. And good evening, Everett. They are just like little hexagon barriers, and they kind of stay that way throughout most of the series, right? There's no like shield that just stays up unless it's like a boss fight. Hey, Token, yes, we're doing pew-pews on the Citadel.
Sniping people with a grenade, that was awesome.
I sniped somebody with a grenade.
I threaded that through a bunch of, like, wall to reach them.
That's amazing. Everett goes, so this is the finale? We're pretty sure we're going to end it tonight because we are so close to the end. We might go a little over than our usual hour. And
Oh, Everett, did you get my message on Patreon about the Discord?
answer when you can. We understand there is a delay.
That's it. Bag 'em and tack.
Everett goes, nope, sorry, I'm so rarely on Discord.
You know, you're asking about the Discord, so I sent you a message through Patreon.
Okay.
You were asking. That's why.
Generally goes, the low gravity ragdolling is weird. It is. I feel like even with the remaster, the first game doesn't quite get it, but Everett's gonna check Mystic.
Okay.
Omnigel override for the win. I think those shields are a lot more critical if you're playing on a higher difficulty, but because we're doing this more for a plot-focused let's play, I should say.
Am I missing one? Is there another? No, I just got 3 cannons working. Okay.
3 cannons of destruction. Take that, gas ship. So Everett asks, what do you think of the new Riven footage images? I don't know if
I'm going into Blackout on Riven because I want to be surprised.
And if he's doing Blackout, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to do Blackout as well. Partly because I don't want to spoil it for him, and it means more to Mystic than it does to me.
Jairus.
Don't shoot!
Jairus.
Everett says that's fair. Generally goes, I would do the same if it was new game, but I'm not expecting many changes.
I'm expecting enough changes because they have new characters and stuff. So they have new characters and everything. I want to kind of just wait and see. I don't want to
be surprised by whatever they ended up adding.
Yeah.
Jokin goes, you did say you're playing Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, right? We will be, for sure. It's just that we're not going to go straight into 2 after this one.
Yeah, we're going to do a little break.
A short palette cleanser. So we've done this before. For example, we did Skies of Arcadia for about 30-something episodes. So that was like over a year. And after that, we ended up doing Tacoma, which was only 4 episodes, right?
6, I think.
6?
Maybe. No, I don't remember.
So we did a short break on that, and then we went into Mass Effect 1. So we'll probably choose another short game, more because it's going to be a short game and probably more story based, more likely to be indie than not. But we haven't made a decision of which one just yet. We got a couple weeks to decide. So Everett goes, I'm not treating this more as a developing I'm not treating this more as a developing situation than a surprise. So yeah, we'll do Mass, and of course you guys will know on the socials with Mass Effect 2 there'll be more choices to make in Mass Effect 2.
Oh,
so patrons will be able to make even more choices. Our audience will also have on-site choices as well, because I think the thing that stinks is that there's a lot of choices that if you ask ahead of time, you're going to spoil the game. Yeah. So it's a tenuous balance of the way that we want to manage it. Everett goes, I am treating this more as a developing situation and a surprise. So, all right, Everett. That's understandable too. I can understand that. But Mystic, after a point, he's like, I know enough to be interested, and I want to wait without, because for Mystic, the disinterest will happen if he knows too much, and he prefers more of a novel experience, not knowing what to expect. I'm somebody who spoils stuff for myself all the time, and sometimes
Annoyingly so.
And sometimes I will end up watching or playing it anyway because I don't think it affects my enjoyment of the story.
You have definitely curtailed your watching of gaming related stuff though since we started the podcast.
Yeah, part of the fun is the surprise. Like this recent episode we just recorded, I had no idea what the heck that was about. But that was a pretty solid story. I was re-listening to our episode because I always listen to the edited version before Mystic posts it, and I have to say that is probably one of the most straightforward, not too complicated, not too convoluted, not too many weird names stories. Like, I did not have a lot of like exclaimed
Kith.
comments. Now Kith. Just that joke, which you absolutely predicted.
Wait, did we just go in a circle? Yes, we.
But what if the adventure was the gear we got along the way, Mystic?
Fair point. I'm also intrigued by the Guild Wars expansion that they're teasing. So that'll be interesting. I do kind of want to do a Guild Wars Let's Play, but I'm terrible at uploading Let's Plays, so...
We both are. Let's be honest. We both are. It's been over a year since my Dragon Age one. I'm sorry. Everett says he got... The link he had says invalid invite. So... Because it was 3 weeks ago.
Have to talk to... Oh, yeah, so it probably timed out. I will send you a new one tonight then. And I really have to talk to Corey over at Boss Rush to update their page to have an accurate invite on their page. We may go a little bit faster. We may be done early today instead of late. But
Yeah. Have one thing said, I mean, that is how tunnels often work. And then generally goes, the Citadel is a logical place to get lost. I hope you remembered where you parked the car. I don't know if that's going to be necessary, guys.
we do have to sit through the credits too when we're done, so it's just going to be a while no matter how long this takes.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for your patience, Everett.
Whoa, what? Alright.
Shutting them down.
Think we got him, Commander.
It's happening.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
And this is why we dumped all that stuff into Paragon.
Exactly. This is why you do it.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
All right, there's some chat. But generally goes, I noticed you all took off your helmets once there were breathable airs. If there's no other use for a helmet in a firefight. That's true, but there's also a setting where you can see characters' faces.
Yeah, that is a... I think it's under... Is it graphics?
Yeah. And I think
It's somewhere in here.
Yeah,
There's
generally. Yeah. Generally, we do that because we like seeing our characters. At first, generally goes, quote, I've never met you, and generally goes, wait, oh, they have met? Must have been the stream I missed. It's the fight, I forget which fight it is, but it's for when Saren and Shepard actually meet face to face. Vermeer, that's what I thought. They do meet face to face, and it does get heated. Everett goes, Sovereign taught me about villain monologues. Absolutely. Generally goes, one thing that bugs me about this game is all the Paragon dialogues seem to boil down to, you could do the right thing. Okay.
Yeah, they do get better about that as they go. This is the roughest in terms of dialogue.
I would agree. Everett goes, quite a bit of Return of the Jedi just then. Yeah, I would say so. And Token goes, down goes Saren. And up comes ...
So, chat, you're going to have some choices to make here.
Chat, get ready. We're going to have some choices.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Are we going to save the Council or let the Council die? And then concentrate on Sovereign. What happens when you pick that, Mystic?
I don't know,
Hero?
actually. I've never picked that one.
Yeah. Because that's an option, I guess, as well. So, have one thinks goes dead. So, I guess that's a vote for have the council die, unless correct me if I'm wrong. But, I'll wait to get a couple more votes. And then we will go from there. Everett goes, I'll go with save the council. All right, so we're tied. Everyone thinks is, nah, you got me. Okay. All right. Generality goes dead.
Okay, 2 votes for dead.
2 votes for dead.
Anyone else?
Token goes, it's always tempting to leave the council, but you should. Okay, so we have 2 votes for dead and 2 votes for save the council. All right. I'm trying to think. I don't think we have. I think we have an even number of people, so I don't think we're gonna have a time bit.
So I'm going to roll a die here.
Okay, we're gonna roll a die.
Evens, we save the council. Odds, we let the council die. One. Council's going bye-bye.
It's a D12 green, by the way, in case you need to know, because I know I would if I couldn't see it. So wait, Everett's like, I'm a fan of continuity of government, and generally goes, you can have a continuity of government, appoint a new council, and to which Half-One thinks goes, no council, anarchy. But we're gonna the die is decided.
I will say, the majority of the time, I save the council, but we are not doing that this time.
Let's do it. And then at the credits, I'm going to say what happened the first time we did this. With you, just you and me, because I love that story.
Let the council die.
Hold off, Joker. We're not sacrificing human lives to save the council. Keep our ships back until they can get a shot at Sovereign.
I hope you know what you're doing, human. Don't let the council die in vain.
All Alliance ships, home formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over. Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel. Make sure he's dead.
He's dead.
Sovereign, and this station is mine.
Okay. Well, so that just happened. Token goes, someone called Sid Vicious, 'cause we got anarchy in the Citadel. Generality goes, I do feel sorry for the ship's operators who were just doing their job, though. Completely understand. It's not fair. Everett goes, I missed how we became the highest ranking officer on the scene, and Generality goes, everyone else died?
Pretty much.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to
Laughing
pull
at the
back.
chat, I'm sorry.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Okay. Generality went when the Sovereign Saren hybrid came out. I guess he's not a morning person. Have One Thanks goes, the guns sound so anticlimactic after that cutscene. Roars of power. Pew! I like also generally goes pew to you too, and I like the idea that like you greet somebody by going pew pew. It feels very American. Everett goes, isn't there a regular army? I thought we were a small special unit. There is a regular army that was on the Citadel, but because it was a surprise attack, there were a ton of casualties.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Guard on my flank. We're going in.
Go!
Gianna goes, well, that worked.
Mastery 2 will turn the difficulty up a little bit because this feels a little too easy.
Generally goes, this is why you don't put stained glass windows on a space station.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander? We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council, one with a human chairman at its head.
Chat's choice, so I'm going to let them decide what our response is.
So your choice is it doesn't seem right. Will they accept that, or we need to use force? Token goes, anyone ever wonder why we identified deaths as casualties? It sounds so irreverent. I have no idea. Unfortunately, I don't know the linguistic history on that. Generally, he goes, okay, those hard zooms are kind of ridiculous. That was the fashion of the time, though. 'Cause you have to remember, this came out when? 2007,
I think? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal. That was, if you remember back in the day when Keith David did those, like, accelerate your life, join the Navy. That was the same style of, like, Generality goes, okay, this is starting to feel kind of Kingmaker, and I'm not okay with that. Everett goes, the middle option seems the best. Have one thanks, Junta. I'm missing a reference?
Middle option seems the best. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Although our Shepherd has been very Paragon for the most part.
Junta. That's what it's supposed to be. Sorry. What?
Our Shepherd has been very Paragon, which would tend to skew towards this one. So this one seems out of left field for
I don't think
Lorena.
we needed that. Yeah. Everyone thinks the way that you say military government lol, it makes me think you don't want to do the bottom option. So, but
the only vote I really heard was for the middle one.
Yeah, the middle option seems best. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, let's go with that. Oh wait. He's defining junta. No, that's what a junta is. Never mind. Everett goes, I don't think casualty means death. The word is total for both the dead and the injured. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the middle option then.
I can see the other races inviting us to join the council. But lead it? That's a whole different story.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because of you, Shepard. You saved the galaxy from Sovereign. You're a symbol of everything good about humanity. Our courage, our strength.
The ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our council chairman should be.
All right, chat. One of the most important decisions in the series. Mystic gave a skeptical shrug.
There's far more important choices later on.
I personally think it's in the sense of your experience.
Yes.
Captain Anderson or Ambassador Udina?
Who should be the council chairman? Now, I have never known anybody to ever pick Udina. So.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people who do it. Token goes, the correct answer is Anderson. The narratively interesting one is Udina. I accept this answer, but I think if you're saying the correct one, that's the one you're voting for. Have one think says Joker, and I wish that was an option.
Oh, that'd be great.
Generally goes, this is not a hard decision. I know what that vote is just by that alone. Everett, do you have a preference? I'm just curious. And look, we're leaning towards
Anderson.
Anderson for sure, but Everett does not have a preference, so, or not really, he says. So, Captain Anderson it is.
We're about to go to war. We need someone with military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are ready for this. But I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
The Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reapers' return and drive them back into dark space.
Such a weird shot.
I think, again, it's of the era.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Yeah. Evergo's Latin has a word for this that isn't really in English. Interrex, the person temporarily in charge until the new king. That makes sense. Interrex, yeah. All right. So here are the credits.
With some of the best music.
Gosh, yeah. It has no right slapping this hard. So, generally goes more often seen in the form of interregnum. Did I say that right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't study Latin. I studied French. Sorry. So, that is Mass Effect
1.
So, oh, thank you, have one, thanks. Wow. I forgot. I was getting shivers near the end. So, the story to share is the council ship. Mystic and I just started dating, and one of the things we were doing was playing Mass Effect, where he was playing it on the Xbox, and I was making the decisions. Helped make the character. I romanced Caden in that version. I remember I remember intentionally making somebody with like really nice high cheekbones and dark eyes. And towards the end, you talk about the Destiny Ascension. And I remember specifically quoting, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. We can't save the council. We gotta go for the Reapers. We get to this point, and Mystic goes, I have to let you know, it doesn't affect the final battle at all. You're gonna win either way. And I was like, what? Well, now I have to go back and change that. But we're gonna stick with it. That's our decision.
Yeah. Sapphy thought the choice was going to affect the final battle in some way. So
yeah, I really honestly did. I thought it was a tactical thing. Token goes, just a friendly reminder, Microsoft is closing the Xbox 360 marketplace in late July. If you have the 360 and still want to buy games/DLC, get it quick. So
honestly, I'm kind of amazed that it's still open.
I understand. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, but that's the way it is. Thanks for the heads up, Token, though. Everybody should know that. We
360 was a good system. Don't have one anymore, though.
No. I think it's just... I mean, obviously, if people are still playing on that.
Yeah.
That shows how good it was. Generally goes, it felt more like a political decision to me. Determines the strength of humanity within the Alliance. Ah, that's a good point. That makes sense. Like, humans mean a lot more if there's less leadership that's established. I do agree with that.
Oh, the great voice cast there.
Love Ashley Williams. I mean, not Ashley Williams, her voice actress. I was reading that.
Kimberly Brooks.
Kimberly Brooks, yes. So let's see. I'm looking to see if I recognize any of these other names other than Marina. Here. feel like I know Matthew Levin from some other stuff.
You also know Dwight Schultz.
Yeah.
You know Armin
Yes.
Shimmerman.
Yes.
So Dwight Schultz, who will also make another appearance in Mass Effect 2 when we get to it.
I feel like I know John Wright and Rick Zape too somehow, but everyone thinks I lost my 360 cables at some point. That's fair. It's been some time. All right. Any favorite moments for Mass Effect 1 in general, whether it's our Let's Play or...
Now, there is some stuff we didn't do because of choices we made.
Yes.
Like, we completely ignored the whole Barlavan
Yes.
story because you're given the choice of talking to Barlavan to get info on Saren or talking to Fist.
Yes, and we chose to talk to Fist.
And we chose to talk to Fist. So we had no talking with the Volus information broker and his whole storylines. We
Right,
had none
he's
of
an
that.
interesting one. That was the one I usually went through in my playthrough.
And there was a few minor little missions that we missed here and there, but it was small things that would have been, you know, you get credits and some XP, and that is it. It wasn't like lore anything.
Yeah.
So.
Generally goes, my brain autocorrects Dwight Schultz to Dwight Schrute, and I'm confused. Same. To be honest, my brain puts that picture on that name, even though that's not correct.
I still, like, my favorite thing is still Vermeer.
Vermeer's your favorite thing?
Vermeer's my favorite area to drive around. Vigil's music, like that whole scene is
Vigil's
amazing.
music and
Yeah.
that whole scene is the part where I think...
A little too glitchy for my eyes sometimes.
But I think the concept of it.
Yeah.
The thing
The
that
long lost AI that you're talking to.
The long lost AI, the graveyard that was supposed to be a last hope.
Yeah.
Like, there's just this. I think for me, that was the part when I really got emotionally invested in the series. Not that I wasn't into the story of the game when we were playing it the first time, but I think that's what really sort of drew me. Is like, this is an epic. Like, that's when I realized this is an capital E epic.
Right.
So, Token goes, if you bring Rex with you to the Shakedown Fist, he'll blast him to smithereens.
I think we did, didn't we?
Did we?
I think we did.
I don't think so.
Did we? I've played so many times I may just be misremembering.
I don't think we did, but please correct us if we're wrong. Everett goes, thus ends the story of Cornrow Girl, Coruscant Diner Guy, Hazmat Suit Lady, a Bolian, and a couple other people. And then generally goes, also there was one other guy. I think he died. Oh my god.
So the question now is, what do we play between this and Mass Effect 2?
Yeah.
So, because we did have patrons tell us that at least one patron showed up to be like, I will be a patron if you guys do this. And we're like, that sounds like a great idea. So.
Yeah. And.
Oh, Bring Down the Sky. Bring Down the Sky is a good one, actually. I forgot about that DLC entirely.
Oh.
But that has ramifications later on in the series, too.
Ah,
So.
That's right. So.
The small game that we've covered, the universe of at least, is going to be an interesting one.
I'm really just going to scroll down what our list is of stuff that we've covered before at this point. Since we have you as our captive audience here as we discuss this, so you can see how the sausage is made, quote unquote. So, Everett goes, as someone who's really into the First Amendment, maybe my favorite part was the dispute about whether the floating octopus had to pay for a license to solicit on the walkway. Look, I
the
get
funny
it.
thing is, that also comes back in the third game. So.
Oh my gosh. We could finish Power Wash Simulator, but that's
no,
going to take a long time.
That will take longer than this took. So no, that is not a small game.
Subnautica, I'm just looking at stuff that might be shorter. No. You'd have to finish Dead Cells if we did that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that one may be doable.
I'm trying to think of what are shorter games too. Submerged is not short enough, is it?
Honestly, we could probably do it within 10 episodes. Within 10 episodes, I'd say, maybe even less.
We could finish Firmament.
No.
We technically already have done a Let's Play of that. So Everett goes, also the preposterous number of times that the car fell out of the sky yet didn't bother anyone. Generally goes, superliminal if you want permanent headaches.
No.
Token says, play Papers, Please.
Oh.
Ooh. This man chose to... That's an interesting time in history right now to play Papers, Please.
Yeah. But, I like that idea. I totally forgot about Papers, Please. Or This War of Mine. We did that one, too.
Yeah. I would actually get super stressed out with Papers, Please. Like, despite how it's so obviously what it is, and I'd still get way too invested in it. Generality goes, the guy released a new game that's a bit less intense called Mars After Midnight. Okay, I'm going to put that on the list, I guess, of things we might cover in the future. Hard Space Shipbreaker.
It's a slow game. It's
a slow game.
Yeah. It's a really slow game, and it gets really kind of a little too in the weeds at times when you're playing. So
I'd say Transistor, but that seemed to be the one that was least engaging for our audience, and I don't want to do that. We could finish Inside, which would only take another episode or two. Actually, that game would be done pretty quick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sam and Max Season 1.
No, Sam Max would take too long.
I don't know if Little Buddy's dreaming or what. Oh, jeez. Okay.
You guys are stuck with me.
I'll be right back.
Little Buddy has been having some rough nights lately with dreams, so. I am grabbing Sapphy's phone so I can look through the continuation. We can do Mortal Kombat and watch Everett poke his eyes out with the cutscene to gameplay ratio. I think we did Dear Esther completely already, so that's in the catalog already. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice might be nice. We're going way back to episode 9 for that one. Mirror's Edge might be one we can do too. Or Unreal if you want to go for really old school.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Did we stream Everybody's Gone to the Rapture? Yes, that was our Let's Play between Abduction and Skies Arcadia.
Yes. That's a good one. And it's still on our YouTube if you want to...
I mentioned this always Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that could be a short one.
But Everett would hate the gameplay to cutscene ratio, which is fair.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's true.
The Dig.
The Dig. Ooh, you'd have to do that for sure.
I feel like I'm going to have to do most of these, honestly.
Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil's probably too long.
Beyond Good and Evil will be a bit long, yeah.
Not just because we did Dear Esther, because we finished
Dear
in
Esther.
the whole stream. This is getting to, that's when little buddy was a newborn. I think I'm going too far back now. So.
Ooh, Firewatch. Yeah.
Firewatch we could do in a couple of sessions. Yeah, that wouldn't take too long. It's a good palate cleanser too.
Yeah.
And also it still continues the idea of choice.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of narrative and like visual aesthetic.
I don't know if we have the save file anymore, so we'd have to start over. But
we would start over, and that might be something where we would very clearly say you need to be in the chat if you want to vote on like decisions in the beginning or what kind of stuff he's going to say. The Dig would not be a quick game unless you're blindly following a walkthrough. Everett goes, if you do the Dig, I have a really weird Robert Patrick story to tell. Maybe.
See, the funny thing is, like, back for the Dig, we streamed back then, but it was only for patrons. Those are not available.
Oh, yeah.
For the public. So.
That's true. We might want to go back to that at some point.
But it would be a longer game.
Yeah.
So. By the way, this was great. We have some options.
Yeah, I like this. We do have some options.
I do like the idea of Firewatch. Firewatch seems like a really good palette cleanse between Mass Effects.
I'm really attracted to that choice, to be honest, because it's a good palette cleanser. It's a different kind of perspective. It's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
And it's not one that takes nearly as much skill as Mass Effect does either.
Mm-hmm.
Which so, if you wanted the break from doing those, I could play those too, Mystic, but if you would rather play it, I don't mind either. Like, I don't care either way.
I like the alternating Thursdays, honestly.
Okay. I'm perfectly fine with it. I also would miss the chat. I love talking with you guys in the chat.
Yeah, you're also better chat than I am.
So that might be Gree? I forgot about
Gree, yeah, that's another one too that
you would have to
I would have to play that one. You would absolutely drive yourself insane.
Yeah.
That one got me so engrossed. I played through it in, I think it took 6 hours.
Okay.
When I played it. So.
I believe that. Because it's got a pretty, oh my gosh, dead guy on screen. Sorry, I had to say it. Your choices matter, guys. All right. Well, we're going to mull it over. We've got it's going to be a couple weeks before we do our palette cleanser.
Yeah, we'll present patrons with the list that they can pick from.
And then after that, we're definitely going to choose to do Mass Effect 2, I think.
Yeah.
We'll go straight into that. And then we will still have choices that patrons will vote on, but there'll be a significant amount of choices, I think, that have to be made in the chat because spoilers.
Yeah, also Mass Effect 2 more than Mass Effect 2, 3, and Andromeda all have what's called interrupts. So there's going to be a point where we're just going to have to...
We're going to do the interrupts.
We're going to do the interrupt and just go with our gut on what that Shepard
personally,
will do.
I will say this, and I'd be curious if the people who know in the chat here, you should just do every interrupt in Mass Effect 2.
You should. Yeah.
There's no reason not to. I forget if there's a reason not to in Mass Effect 3.
Sometimes they give you 2 options. That's the only reason. We'll have to go with our gut on that one, which
yes.
will usually be Paragon, given how Lorena's acted so far.
Yes. So. All right. I really love talking with you guys and everything, but it's about the time we would end the stream anyway at this point. And this song's really good, and you can listen to it on your favorite streaming service rather than with us talking over it.
And we'll go through the chat, the record of the chat here, and we'll pick a selection of games to put up to the patrons, and they can vote.
Yeah, I think, patrons, at least choose between Gree or Firewatch, but I'm sure there's other... Yeah, there's other ones. So thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, we'll catch you. So
next week, Sapphy will be doing the first hour of either Homeworld, Deserts of Carrick, or Homeworld 1.
That's another vote that patrons are going to have.
Yeah, let me go post that now.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining us for this first epic leg of the Mass Effect series. The one where I will not be crying. The other two, I can't guarantee I won't cry.
Well, that's a question actually. Do we do the next 3 games? Like, we're roped in for 2 and 3.
Absolutely.
Do we also do Andromeda?
By the time we get to Andromeda, then the next Mass Effect game will be it being hyped up.
That's true. Yeah. So, either way, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next week.
Ever goes, when do you switch to Wednesdays?
We've never been on Wednesdays.
I think one time we rescheduled on Wednesday once.
Yeah.
Oh, did I misspeak and said Wednesdays? If I misspoke, it's Thursdays.
Sorry.
If I misspoke, it's Thursdays. We're doing Thursday still, so next week Thursday. What was I thinking about? What?
I don't know.
Oh, little buddy and I were talking about Wednesday's nickname as being Hump Day, and that's been stuck in my head forever.
So, either way, we'll catch you guys next Thursday.
Yeah, don't worry about it ever. Yeah, it's confusing because we also had to do a lot of reschedulings recently.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you next Thursday for whichever version of Homeworld the
patrons choose.
And we will catch you. We'll catch you then.
Till then.
All right. Bye. Have a great week in the meantime.
Bye.